I made a video about why I live in an RV and my story and what brought me to this place. And it really resonated with a lot of people, maybe you. I didn't really understand the impact that it would have when I made that video, so I wanted to tell you why living in an RV, especially solo RV living and solo female RV living, has brought me healing. I say that in the fact that if you don't know my story, I'll put a link to that below this video, but if you do know my story, you know that I live in an RV for several reasons, but one of the reasons is that my boyfriend of 8 years ain't put a ring on this finger. And there's a lot of things that have transpired in our relationship that have probably led me and him to where he's at and where I'm at in this place. But I made a really bad decision, and I personally think it was a bad decision. I'm not going to say it's a bad decision for everyone in every circumstance, but I personally feel that the decision that I made was a bad decision. And if you don't know my story, like I said, I can't believe I shared the last video, so I really can't believe I'm sharing this video. But I guess I just get scared of who's going to watch this. And this shirt, I was going to change my shirt, but it actually just seems so perfect. It says, "Not perfect, just forgiven." I had an abortion, and it still hurts me to tell you this. And I still tear up telling you this, but I just feel like someone is watching this video and you need to hear this. I tried really hard not to cry during this. I have been through so much in my RV life, and I had no idea why God had led me on this journey, and I feel like I'm the one in this whole thing that had to heal through this whole journey. And I love the fact that, he has supported me in this, but I also know that there are a lot of women out there, maybe you, that can relate to the fact that it wasn't a decision that I wanted to make. It's like haunted me, okay? It's haunted me. But the reason that I decided to live in my RV was because it helped me heal. Going on these trips and going on this journey and traveling with my dogs, and then, I even lost my dogs, but there's just so much that's happened that it helped me discover who I am. I didn't know who I was when I started out on this journey. I was Brandy, okay, and I was blogging Brandy, and the reason I even am called blogging Brandy, if you don't know that, is because my boyfriend actually used to make fun of me, and he used to say, "What are you gonna blog?" So I'm sharing this about my own personal relationship with you because, one, my boyfriend has been super supportive in allowing that, and I feel like he doesn't feel ashamed in the decision probably at all, but I think he feels ashamed of the fact that I feel ashamed. He's tried to do all the things I guess that he could to help me heal in the way that he could, but I've watched him go through his process, and I just think about how I was so concerned about us and our relationship and men all the time growing up. I used to make all these decisions for men. So going on this RV journey has given me confidence, and it's helped me figure out who I am, and it's helped me figure out what I want to do with my life, and it helped me create my current business. If it wasn't for me starting RV life, I never would have started RVersity. So I help people get into RV life and learn this whole process, and I didn't know that that was what I was going to do. I quit my job, and I thought that I was going to start this business. I did start several businesses. I wrote a book, and I started an app, and I sold products online, like physical products, and I flipped items from Goodwill, and I've done so many things that have helped generate income. But the one thing that really brings me joy is teaching people how to get into RV life. So I actually kind of feel like I don't belong in this world like the rest of the world. I feel when I started RVing, I found my peeps. okay? But me and my boyfriend still kind of have this little separation between us, like this wall, because it's almost like he still fights that urge to go back to the other side. And I'm always fighting to go back to RV life. So anytime I'm not in my RV, I really want to be in my RV. And so I feel that someone is watching this and you are thinking, I wish that I could get started RVing, or maybe you are RVing. And as a female or solo period, I know that I didn't know where this was all going to go when I began my journey, and I had no idea what was going to happen with it. So I started RVing, and I thought that, my boyfriend will come eventually, and he has come along. But I don't want you to get started RVing or not get started RVing because you think that someone's going to follow you along, or because they're not going to follow you along. Because to be honest, I've been in this RV for like 5 years, or RV living for 5 years, because I had my trailer, and then I had 2 vans, and then I had this motorhome. But I feel like I've been forced to live in the RV, I wish that we could start our life and everything, but I honestly feel like this mistake that I made, or the decision that I made, has kept things the way that they are, or it's kept us from solidifying the relationship. But I started RVing, and I ended up starting RVersity because of my tragedy and my life circumstances and my situation. So, once I got pregnant, and once I decided to terminate my pregnancy, it led me to a journey I could not have even imagined, and meeting people that I couldn't have imagined, and having a support system. I know a lot of people think like you want to get out there and you want to RV, and maybe you want to share your journey, or maybe you're scared to share your journey. Maybe you just want to RV. Maybe you just want to heal. You don't want anybody to see you. I know it's kind of funny. I see some people and they follow me, and I never get to see their faces, but they comment to me and they talk to me, but I have no idea what they look like. Sometimes I see your photos, but you don't ever have your face in them. I just felt like somebody needed to hear this, and I do want you to know that there is someone out there that can relate to you. And I wouldn't be sitting here right now making this video had it not been for me living in an RV. If I had not quit my job, which I made a video about last week or a couple weeks ago, depending on when you're watching this, I would not have been living in my RV. This past Friday marked 7 years that I quit my job, and quitting my job led me to starting my business and following my dreams, and that is what led me into RV life. There was that whole set of circumstances, and like I said, you can watch my whole story to see everything that's kind of transpired, but I'm just feeling like this urge that somebody's watching this, and that I really don't talk about my story a lot, or I had a really extended version of it, and maybe you never got to that part of it. But we all have things that we've gone through, and I've been through way more than just my abortion. Way more. I'm not proud of the decision that I made. I regret it. I would tell anyone that's thinking about it to absolutely, not do it. But that's my personal view. And I know that everybody has their own reasons for doing it, but I just want you to know that God loves you, and I love you, and someone is out there that can relate to you. And I don't want to say I've been healed. I mean, I am healed, but I still have my moments. I still cry. You see, I cry when I tell you about it, but I don't think that'll ever go away. I really don't think it is ever going to go away. I'm going to put a link to RVersity, so you can book a call with me and we can chat about your RV dreams and what you're thinking about. And maybe you are already RVing, and maybe you're just feeling alone in this whole process. Maybe you dove into it and now you're like, okay, what do? I feel so alone. Or maybe you're thinking about getting to RV life and you're just feeling all these what ifs. And I know that I've had to do a lot of this alone, even though my boyfriend has come along with me. But I'm going to put a link to RVersity. You can book a call with me and we can chat. And if you haven't joined my secret Facebook group, I have a secret Facebook group that you can join and get really personal with me behind the scenes. It is a very small community, but it is my heart and soul. So I don't care about just anybody watching these videos. I care about you. watching this video, if it's impacting you, if it helps you. So hit the like button below and let me know that it's resonating with you, that you like this video, that you can relate to me. And please, please, please leave a comment below this video and let me know your thoughts. And I know it's kind of a personal subject, so I know some people may not feel comfortable, and that's why I say book a call with me, but I really am pouring my heart and soul into these videos and taking away all of the pretty and the perfectness and the thing that kind of like the shiny object thing that I feel like you might be thinking I can't do that, or I'm not sure. But I just felt like God wanted me to make this video, and then I'm talking to somebody. And so if you're thinking about RV life, if we haven't officially met at this point, I'm Blogging Brandy from RVersity, a university for RVers. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to this channel. It helps me reach more people like you, and make sure and turn on the notification icon so you're notified each and every time I publish. Don't forget to like the video and share it with someone you know. I love you. Check the links in the description below this video, and I'll see you in the next one.